now that we have tackled what we are going to do and the challenges that come along with all this, we have shared some of the tools, but I know there are some challenge, like we need to find the solutions to the challenges that we have at hand. Our faith leader, Bishop Mao, has given us one of the things we can do is, empowering the religious leaders to make sure they are in the know of how bad this is eating up the youth, like right in their faces. I think that it will ignite them to start acting accordingly, because as I was going through the chat section here, I saw a remark from someone. Let me try to find it here. And she said something to do. She said, I hope I'll be able to find it quickly. She said it is hard to have these conversations in schools that are faith-based. And I think it's because of the limited information, like Bishop had mentioned. At this point in time, I want to invite one of the board members of Amaki Foundation, Mr. Kyria Ronald, to share with us what are some of the solutions like we can have to overcome the challenges that we have at hand. Can you share, in line with a parent or a guardian, what do you think the parents should do in order to do away with the challenges, with the obstacles that are standing between them and their teenage kids? Because I know in that age, usually the Baganda Sibabela Kabwana, but how can they do away with that hostility between parents in those sensitive years? Kindly introduce yourself and share with us in line with that. Thank you.
Thank you, Annette. I think everyone can hear me. You'll forgive me, my background has a little noise, but hopefully I'll pass on the message. I'm Kyria Ronald, I sit on the board of AMAC Foundation. As Annette introduced the organization, our core areas of work around education, livelihoods, and health. As she said, you can always find more information on our website to see what exactly we handle under those different programs. So back to the question, I think some of the solutions have been put out there by the different speakers. Coach Marjorie talked about parents being approachable and being an askable adult. Most cases in our African societies, in fact, our parents, mostly the fathers, they have their nicknames given to them by the children because they are so tough. You might find maybe in Uganda, someone calls him Nsolonkambwe. So once you hear Nsolonkambwe, just know the dad is in the house. So everyone will find their space. So basically the solution, I think, would be being more approachable, being an askable adult. Let the children feel free or feel secure coming to you to reveal to you information. Let them feel respected, that whatever they say, you are going to listen. And also, as Coach Marjorie said, at any age in a child's development, you can have a particular conversation with them. Now, it doesn't mean you have to start because we are talking about youth here, it doesn't mean that you have to start when they are already 18. No, it will be hard for you to really establish that connection. So most cases, Murugana Bagamba, Akacha Mamira, I don't know how it ends, but I think the Bagandas understand. So even at 1 year, at 1 year, there is a certain conversation you can have with your kid. Basically, it may not be sexual or sexual related, but you're establishing that confidence with the children that they can confide in you. You are the go-to person to talk to. And this conversation should be often, not once a year. Be a friend to your kid. I'll just run through because most of these points have been, in fact, I'm coming in as a parent, but I don't have kids yet. But I've been dealing with children all my life. I'm the firstborn in my family, and also being on the board of AMAC Foundation, we deal with youth at different levels. So I'm like a parent out there in the field. So when you see me sharing this information, don't be surprised because I don't have kids, but at least I've dealt with the youth. Now, the other thing is you keep the language simple and age appropriate. I think Coach Marjorie as well pointed about this one. Now, this is in line with the parents, but you'll find that even teachers can still use this approach to pass on information. What do I mean by keeping the language simple and age appropriate? I'll give an example. A 3-year-old may be satisfied with this phrase: babies grow in special places inside the mother's body. But then you might find if you tell that to a 6-year-old or 8-year-old, she might have or he might have more questions to that. So you should be able to give information which is age appropriate and also in simple terms. The other thing would be we use proper terms for body parts and body functions. I think most people have been talking about different body developments. Now, here, if a child has different definitions, okay, if we are talking, let's say we are talking about breasts, and then these children, the child has different, you might find someone refers to them as boobs, you might find someone refers to them as tutus, you know. So now, this child will be confused. It's better you disseminate information in simple terms and they can easily relate to that information. Coach Marjorie also talked about the untouchable body parts. This information should come as early as possible. Maybe I think at 12 years old. I think that is the best age. You should start engaging your child, talking to them which parts of the body shouldn't be touched. If anyone else touched you on this body part, please come to me or inform me. Now that is after you establishing information, that connection that you can always discuss with your child. Now, as I conclude, the other thing is, first of all, as you talk to this child, first of all, find out what do they know. Give them an opportunity to tell you what they know about, sexual related information. As you heard from the different panelists, we have a lot of misinformation out there. Someone on the panel said a girl was told that if you take Panadol, you can't get pregnant. So you find that now, if your kid told you that, I don't know, that is suicide. So what you first of all, let them tell you what they know before you guide them. You might find that they're even better than you. They know more information than you know. So give them a chance to speak to you before you go ahead to guide them according to what they tell you. So Aneta, I think I submit most of the things have been talked about. I wanted just to fill in for the parents because we didn't have a panelist as a parent, but most information has been touched. Thank you, everyone. That is my submission.
Thank you, Ronald, for that informative submission.